Waking up, and some of you there in Quebec might be waking up to some wonderful news because you could be going on a free trip. I mean, a big snowfall usually means backache from all the shoveling, but for thousands of people in Quebec, it does mean a free vacation. And here to tell us why is Brad Miron, Vice President of Marketing for iTravel2000.com. Those people in Montreal or across that province are probably going, what is she talking about? Could it be me? What are we talking about?
Well, it's very exciting because we had a very unique promotion that we launched across Canada on June 12th, where if consumers booked their winter holiday with us and it snowed more than 5 inches on January 1st, they would get their trips for free. And lo and behold, it snowed more than it actually snowed a lot more than 5 inches in Quebec. The metric is 12.7 centimeters was the minimum, and it snowed 14.8 centimeters.
Now, did you think this was going to come back and bite you guys in the nose when I was going to say in the butt, but when you came up with this plan?
Well, actually, we wanted it to snow. We wanted to give away travel to consumers right across Canada who had booked with us since June 12th. The reason being is we took a $100 million weather guarantee policy to back up the fact that if we did have to pay out, that if it did snow in all 4 snow points across Canada, which included Halifax, Montreal, Toronto, and Calgary, we would give away potentially $100 million in travel.
You know, I was talking to Colleen, of course, who does our weather and sports here on CBC News Morning. She told me that it only snowed 4 times in the past, like 65 years or something, that amount on that day. So you took out this insurance. Who the heck's going to give you that insurance to begin with?
Well, it took us 3 years to put the whole program together. We ran into a great company called Weatherbill. And Weatherbill is a company that does just this. They underwrite weather-related incidences, like for farmers, for ski hills. But this was actually the largest one-day single event, a weather guarantee policy in the history of the world, where they actually, and direct to the consumer as well.
There were some online forums that we were looking at concerned that your insurer might back out. So give me some insurance right now that people are going to go in Quebec who won, you know, because it snowed more than 12.5 centimeters.
Sure. Weatherbill actually has come out and issued an official statement that they have plenty of reserves to pay off the thousands of consumers or the millions of dollars that will potentially be paid out. And we'll actually be receiving the cash today. And we'll start processing all the people who've won. And within the next 14 days, all the consumers who qualified under the terms and conditions of the program will be receiving checks for a full refund for the trip, less the taxes.
You don't have that cash on you, because we could leave together in a commercial break. I'm out of here. No, I mean, I think that's great. That's a great idea. We digress. How are you going to assess how successful this campaign has been? Because you've obviously got a lot of attention on your company. You've heard, you know, interviews. Here you are on CBC News Morning with a national audience and loving it, I'm sure. How do you assess that?
Well, number one, obviously we're in the business of selling travel, and the promotion has been the most successful sales promotion we have run in the 14-year history of iTravel2000. We've seen double-digit growth since June 12th and right through the sales period, but also the public relations. We have gotten so much public relations, both when we launched it and we drove an ice cream truck across the country in July giving away free snow cones to promote it, and then the last 3 days, because of the weather, and it was so close in Ontario, as well as, you know, there was imminent storms in the east. We had people, hundreds of people a day, just calling our call center saying, do you think it's going to snow? Do you think it's going to snow? And it was amazing how the whole promotion captured the imagination of the consumer, because now it related getting something they love, free travel, to something that some of them potentially hate, which is snow, and we put the two of them together.
And you know what Canadians talk about most, right?
The weather.
The weather. Hey, is this going to become an annual event?
Well, you know what? It has been so successful that, yes, you'll see it. It'll have some new twists. It'll be bigger than better. And you can be rest assured that we'll be running something extremely similar very soon.
I think you should drop it, though, from like 12.5 centimeters down to like 3.
Well,
that would be my suggestion, okay? Brad Miron, very good to have you on the program.
Pleasure to be here.
You know, have a good flight, because I'm sure you're probably going somewhere too.